What is a god? And today I'm going to be showing you how to make like a scrolling game, and it's just like a scrolling game, and then it has some size gravity. You'll see what I mean when we make it. So first make a sprite and name it player, and then name this player as well. And then what you're gonna want to do is make a circle. That means we're gonna have to make a hitbox. And there's going to be different episodes to this series, so stay tuned for that. It's a little too big. Make it like a 64 by 64, or whatever size you want, but my size that I like is 45 by 45, and that should be good. And make my skin a little more darker, so it looks like that, more realistic. And then now we're going to grab a dot. We're going to make a dot right here. And the dot right here. So these are just two simple dots that we make for the eye. But yeah, thank you so much for all the views on the control box. I would really love it if you do it on the variables and lists, if you guys could. If you guys can make that happen, that would really mean a lot. So. Alright, so you want to grab this color, make it more darker. And make some hair. Like and subscribe if you like my tutorials. Then just add these in here. What is going on here? Pointed, and there it goes. This is not his full hair though. We're not done with his hair. Just showing it that and that. It's gonna be pointed. And point that. That, and then just make that pointed. And I try to make a simple pattern. So, now we're just having ball like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically, instead of pointing towards the mouse pointer, we're going to put the direction point towards the mouse pointer. Direction towards, or we could just do towards distance to mouse pointer instead of doing anything. Let's put forever open to that, and as you see, simply doesn't do anything. So let's say distance to mouse pointer. The mouse pointer distance is 93. That means our x position of the mouse pointer is now 300, which is the max. And now it is 140, then 180, and then 180 up. So yeah, now what we're going to do is we're just going to turn direction, distance to mouse pointer. Now the mouse pointer distance is this. But what we're trying to do here is make it so that like we're super fast. Like it just points towards. So point in direction, distance to mouse pointer. And so point in direction, distance to the mouse pointer. See? So depending on the X and Y of mouse X and mouse Y is what we're doing. Let's do mouse X. This will make us do this, only left and right, as you can see. It makes us turn left and right at the same time. See? So we can use this by also putting mouse Y. This will point towards mouse X and Y. So what we're just going to do is point towards the mouse bar. Simple. There we go. Now that we've made this, we're going to start making the gravity movement right now. So first we need to make it say it has this black wing. So I mean it's glider, I mean. But then again, yeah. So glider, which actually yes, pointer 2. Whatever it was called. And then what we're gonna want to do is make a nice curved thing. Okay, so we're gonna make a square, right? And we're gonna make a nice curved end here. Curved end right here, and then pointed and curved. Pointed and curved. Make it smaller. Make this side smaller. And there we go. Now we're gonna make this right here. Another one right here for the handle. Drop. And then we're gonna get his skin color. And I'm just gonna copy, paste, and make it smaller. And make it so he's holding onto it. We're gonna make this actually more smaller too. His hands actually fit onto it. And then we're gonna copy and paste this thing, and then we're gonna be looking down in the back where. Okay, so we're gonna make this more smaller. There you go. Now it looks like he's holding it. And he's falling down. Now center it. Could actually make this a little more bigger. Just gonna group it. And then now make it just a little more bigger. Then change Y by and change. So we're gonna make a broadcast, and we're gonna name this broadcast. We're gonna name this gravity. You're probably wondering what kind of gravity it says, but it's a different kind that you've never heard of, probably. So put our scripts inside. It will start. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do F less than, and do 101. Make sure to put 101. Now you're gonna put size. We're gonna switch the costume. Okay, so now we should set the size to 100, or actually 200. As you can see, we should stop the size. So Just set the size to 100. There. Now we have that done. Now, so let's start getting the movement done. We're going to need to make two variables for this. Make sure to make a block and name it movement. Make sure it's a runner and screen refresh and put it inside of the gravity. Make sure to make two new variables. Y-val, Y velocity for this sprint only. Then Y X velocity. You're going to make X velocity for this sprint only. Set both of them to 0. And now it's time to make it. So we'll just do every single script the same. So we're just gonna set the X val. No, we'll just do every single platform script that we usually do in games. We're just gonna do 0.6 though, and X velocity. And then put the arrow keys, inputs, make sure to put W, A, and D if you want, but you can do also arrow keys, whatever you prefer, or you can put both by using the OR block. Oh no, it's supposed to be A actually. A, and then D. As you can see, we can move by, as you can see, there's values. Now we're going to duplicate this. We're going to just put Y velocity, change Y by, put Y velocity in here, and change every single one to just the key inputs now. Start with the key inputs. So this is usually W, and this is S. So let's change these. And now, as you can see, we have key inputs, and we can walk around. To make everything more fast, we're just going to put 0.7 in each one. And there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start making collisions, but we don't have anything to use for collisions. We're going to name this level. And when we make the level, we're going to make the level extra small. So what we're going to do, so we're just going to make some collisions real quick. So make sure to do if, and then we're going to do if touching the level, we should simply bounce off. So to do that, we're just going to, so if touching the level, change X by, multiply it by -1 the first input, and the second input, put X velocity, and set X velocity 0 right after. Then put it inside of our speed, and here where all of our velocities are. Then we're going to change everything to Y. I have these scratch tools from Scratch add-ons. You can just get that. If you don't, then you have to do it manually. But as you can see, we have this nice landing thing with some gravity. As you see, command. And then we have the main game. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some grass for now. We're going to make this green. This darker. It's a little more whiter and make the saturation more up. Put this a little more up. And there we go. This is perfect grass for our game. Now what we're going to do is not convert the bitmap, but we're going to manually make our own things. So we're just going to let's just make a square. And the square is going to have 3 sides. It's going to be more darker than the regular green, the outline. Now we're just going to add these inside of each other, like that. And we're going to make them curved on each side. And there we go. Now duplicate this. And then we're going to flip it like that. Now we have this little star thing. This is just going to be the beginning of our thing here, as you can see. Now we're just going to make the size all the way to size 500. As you can see, we have this nice star. I can move around and go onto the star. As you can see, we have nice collisions. As you can see, we can't go through them. They just slide across the surface. And as you can see, this is just so cool. So, yeah. So that's our first object that you could add to your game. Now I'm actually going to delete that. And after, we're going to make a new sprite for a block. Like a block sprite. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get the base of the web. Then after, we're going to get something else. So, but what we're going to do for now is just make a house. But no floor for now. But later, we're going to fix that. 0 outlines. This gray. I'm going to make a circle. And then just put this into there. Make it backward. Copy and paste it. And now, just gonna take this color. I'm gonna make this smaller actually. And then we're gonna make this size 750. And this should be able to fit the player inside. Pretty sure the player can fit. Yes, okay. Now we have this nice little house. As you can see, you can slide across the surface, just like I suspected. And you can get out the house, which is pretty cool. So, we're just going to name this, I don't know what we should name this, so I'm just going to name it 1, just in case we make any other sprites or costume inside. This is the first thing we're adding. And now we'll add a simple rock to the game. So to make a simple rock, what you're going to want to do is make an oval. Nice oval shape. Then go and get the reshape tool and grab the bottom of it, and then put it upward. Then duplicate this, and I'll just make my map, and yeah, so I'm just gonna make my map, and I'll just wait. You could pause the video to do your map, so yeah. So I just made this simple level, as you can see. I've made this nice simple level. So yeah, we'll just spawn the XMR 00. and we'll get right to scrolling. But we might do that in the next episode. Right now, we're just doing a setup. We're just setting up the game for now. So as you can see, you can drop and you can land, as you can see, do all of that. But when you drop, you're supposed to be able to just go through walls because you're in the air. So we're going to do that right now. What we're going to do is we're just going to, so as you can see in our movement script, we need to rearrange this movement script real quick. So instead of forever using the movement, we're going to put this in here so that we can use our movement script, but we need another script for movement fix or movement underscore fix. There. Now we can only take our movement scripts and we'll take out the rest of these other scripts. Add those into here. Now we'll put this into here. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use fix movement. So now when we win, we should be able to go through walls. No, we still can't. But now we can. So we'll just do this the opposite. So there we go. Fix movement right here. As you can see, you can't move until you land, which is bad. Really bad. So what we're gonna do is we need to use movement fix. Oh, I wonder why. Okay, so now we should be able to move and go through stuff. Yeah, I forgot I'm doing the opposite. Okay, so now you can go through stuff, but then when you play, you can't go through stuff, which is good. So now we need to make it so that we go to the front wear, which is pretty easy. Just go to front wear. But now there's a bug that we need to fix, which is kind of easy. Fix overlap. And then we're gonna put fix overlap. So fix overlap. Repeat until not touching the level. So repeat until not solid, which is just a whittle over. And then we'll change y by 1. Then we'll check if our x is wrong. So we'll simply change x by 1 as well. So this is just checking if our x is wrong or not. As you see, it's not working right now because they obviously haven't added it. Make sure to put it, in the movement script, okay? Make sure it's the movement script or it's not going to work. There. Now if we get inside of the level, the script runs. You see, whether we cannot get inside at all. Not at all. You can't get inside. No matter what, it will just stop you. And if it doesn't work for you, there's one more solution that we'll use for the fix overlap, which is an if, and then if touching level. Then we should simply move steps, and then we'll subtract by 0.1 and the x velocity, and then we'll put the y velocity. If that doesn't work, then just put x position. So there. Now everything is fixed. As you see, we just had a bug there, so that's why I did that. If we just, as you can see, if we get inside, there's no possible way we can get inside. You just can't get inside at all. And what this script is doing is simply doing this. It's just going up, but if we get stuck in X position only, then we'll only use X position. As you can see, we only used X position that time. As you can see, we used Y position. If we had stuck in the corner, then we use Y position. So yeah, if we did the X first, that means it would do the X position first. So we're gonna have to put these scripts inside of each other. So if we get inside, it go X, and then if we just be like something like that, it goes up, then use X, the quickest route to get through. So yeah. And now as you can see, when we land, we should go through stuff. And as you can see, we get right out when we land, which is really cool. Now there's one last thing that I want to do before we end this video, which is making it so that you can jump. So first, we're going to go to the gravity script. Just go up to gravity script. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go, and instead of going right here, we're going to go to our gravity broadcast script, just like we got previously. So just click on I have, of course, add-on tools, so I can just do this whenever I want. And then now, instead, what we're going to do is we're not going to use, well, yeah, we're going to use that. So we're going to want to do if space key pressed, then change size by 2 and repeat by 10. As you can see, we should only do it if our size is at 100. So if greater than 99, or you can do equal, but I would just do greater than. If greater than 99, which means 100, then we'll be able to do it. But if we're not greater than, we shouldn't be able to do it. That's because we used a less than, so we could just do it. So if less than 101, then only if we're less than 101 we can jump. See? So now, and then what we're going to do is instead, we're going to repeat 20 times. This should make it so that we're at 40. But as you can see, you can't move while it's doing that. So what we're going to do is put the script before anything, except for the, yeah, so before anything. We'll just put this, instead of in the size script, what we're going to do is we're just going to put this in the gravity script. So just go up to the gravity script, or you can just put it in our forever loop. So last time, let's see it simply do nothing. As you see, it actually jumps. As you can see, it works, but as you can see, it just goes into this. We don't want to go in there, so we'll just jump regularly by switching the costume player. And after, switch the costume player. Alright, that doesn't work, we'll just have it like this. There, so now we have nice jumping. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell if you want more videos like this one, and I will see you guys in the next video.